With Ye's concert in Mexico slowly approaching, I thought it would be fun to see if I could predict the track list. I took a look at his last 3 appearances on stage in 2025, being his concerts in China and South Korea, as well as his appearance at Travis Scott's concert in Japan, and looked at each track list to see which songs were played so that I could record some data to help predict which songs I could expect to be played in Mexico. After going through concertarchives.org to view the track list of the 3 concerts, I found that the tracks that had been played twice consisted of Power, In Paris, Blood on the Leaves, Say You Will, True Love, Bound 2, Jail, On Sight, Black Skinhead, No Church in the Wild, Jesus Walks, Gold Digger, Touch the Sky, 4 5 Seconds, Run This Town, Homecoming, Wolves, and Otis. The tracks played 3 times were Can't Tell Me Nothing, Father Stretch My Hands Part 1, Heartless, Through the Wire, Famous, All the Lights, and Stronger. Carnival was the only track played 4 times, and Flashing Lights and Runaway were both played 5 times. After getting all that data, I started to compile a list of 41 tracks, which is around the average amount of tracks played at the previous concerts, and created a list, using the tracks from the data, as well as ones that were not played, since I think that it's likely that Ye will throw in some uncommon tracks, along with the ones he's already performed. Usually, Ye's began his concerts with Power, using the chant as an intro. However, for this upcoming concert, I'm going to predict that he'll change it, and instead use the All the Lights interlude as the intro, which will then transition into All the Lights as the first track, to get the audience pumped. Afterward, I think he'll go on to perform Can't Tell Me Nothing, Touch the Sky, Father Stretch Your Hands Part 1, We Don't Care, Gold Digger, Paranoid, Homecoming, FML, Blood on the Leaves, Love Lockdown, The New Workout Plan, On Sight, Power, Good Life, Talking, mainly because North is said to show up, however, it'll probably cut before the tie part, I Wonder, and Through the Wire. Since I think that Ye will actually pick up the mic and rap more than his other performances, like how he was at the Travis concert, the tracks that I decided on choosing for this list are mainly ones that just feature him rapping, obviously with some exceptions to give Ye a break while the feature audio plays. Now hear me out on this one. We know that Bully is supposed to drop the same day as Ye's concert, and since I think he wants this concert to be a big deal, I'm going to predict that for the next 13 tracks, he'll perform all the tracks off of Bully, since the album will have already been released. However, just in case the album gets delayed, I made a separate list for the tracks that will be replacing the ones from Bully. This consists of Say You Will, Black Skinhead, Wolves, RoboCop, Jesus Walks, Champion, Crack Music, 30 Hours, Hell of a Life, No Mistakes, Late, I'm In It, and Ghost Town. Assuming all the Bully tracks are performed, after I think Ye will choose Heartless to transition back into performing the older stuff, and also incorporate the audience singing the chorus, like he did at his other concerts. From then, I predict Ye will perform Stronger, Flashing Lights, Carnival as either a chant or a shortened version, Fried, which I added because of its use in the trailer for the concert, bringing our total to 42 tracks, counting interludes and chants, All Falls Down, Bound 2, Street Lights, Everything I Am, and of course Runaway for the closer. And that concludes my prediction of Ye's track list for his upcoming concert in Mexico. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my predictions, as well as what you want to see or expect from the concert. And make sure to subscribe and like, as always.